and welcome back. Those of you who are back from Genesee School, I see there's a bunch of you back again for more fun, and that's great. We wanted to just mention the Sondheim concert that was aired. That was shown on Sunday night on YouTube, the Sondheim 90th birthday celebration, because that was something that Darcy and I saw, and we were wondering if any of you had seen that as well, or had seen it since then, because it's been available for replay since then.
I know it's still up. I've been meaning to watch it. I can't find the time. My voice teacher said it was really good.
It is good. It's exciting to see how so many of the performers rose to the occasion of performing in front of a live screen and performing in front of a screen, because it's hard. It's really hard. It's hard to make that transition. So it was fun to watch.
But singing in front of the screen really reveals a lot about behavior, about what you do when you're singing and how that communicates. And that was the thing that I thought was really interesting about this, was how people were able to kind of step up to that challenge of creating behavior while they sang, and then how the screen captured that, how the least little bit of activity in your face or in your eyes can speak, because singing on video or relating to people on video like this is really a very intimate sort of affair, right? I mean, we can really everything about your face and your eyes is really revealed to the audience, to the spectator when you're working that way. So we thought we'd do a little bit today. Yeah. Try and get your face and eyes working, and to continue to build on some of the skills for creating behavior while you sing. Sound good?
Yes, it all sounds good. They're not answering, but I'm answering for them. Kind of, yes, sounds good.
Right, we're kind of here and there and all over the place. So, Darcy, do you want to get us breathing for a moment here? You want to blow out that candle for us again?
No, I don't want to blow out the candle. I want to get on our feet.
Okay,
so
all right.
We're gonna.
You do that. I'm going to move back out of the frame a little bit here to the edge.
So I've done this before. I don't know if maybe I've done this with the with you all that are here today, but this is a really terrific exercise for getting your energy up. Not only, I bet Sean is familiar with this too. For getting your energy up, but also for getting the breath going. So I want you to stand with your feet about 3 to 4 feet apart and take that yoga front-facing warrior pose, so that you're kind of squatting and your fingers are like this, right? Your hands are facing one another. Yes, yes. So you're all doing this, right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to say the word hada. And as you say it, you're going to pull your belly button in. Hada. So it looks like this. Let's focus on my stomach. Hada. Hada. And then a breath. Hada. Hada. So I'm standing here like this, and I'm going hada. 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 Got it? So we're going to do that for, I don't know. Time us, Charlie. I want to see how long we can go.
All right.
Are you all ready? Front-facing warrior pose, and hada, 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 hada.
All right, about 35 seconds there.
Oh, 35 seconds. Oh, I could have gone longer. This is an excellent exercise to do. And, it looked to me like, Daniel, I was actually watching you a lot because you're big on my screen. And you probably went for about 15 seconds, and then you thought, this is hard. It is hard, isn't it? But it's really building your capacity to breathe. And it's also, it's building your diaphragm muscles. And it creates so much energy when you're finished, so that you're really ready to work. So if you can build this up to maybe 35 seconds or a minute, it's a great exercise to do if you can manage to do it daily. Okay.
All right, so
Right?
so that's great, and that gets us kind of jazzed up and energized here. I'm going to go to the screen share for a moment and show you a picture that I don't think I showed last week, but it's a picture that's from the book, and it shows all the muscles in the face and how those muscles work to create facial expression. And you see, I've numbered them 1 through 10, and I'd like you just to, with me, go through each of those and try and move them around a little bit here. Try and wake up each one of those 10 zones of the face, starting with number 1. That number 1 is the forehead, right? And the muscles above the eye. So go ahead and raise and lower your eyebrows. I'm going to take off my glasses so you can see my whole face a little bit. Number 2 is that corrugator muscle, that muscle between your eyebrows, so that when you're
right
scowling, you do that, right? And contract that and release it, and contract it and release it. Number 3, the nose, wrinkling your nose, pulling your nose up and down. And number 4, the nostrils, flare those nostrils. Imagine you're smelling something really good, right? Something good cooking in the kitchen downstairs. Right, smelling the most enormous flower you've ever smelled. Flare those nostrils and open up the nose. Good. Number 5 are the muscles above the eyes, and 6 are the muscles below the eyes. And of course, they often work together. So open your eyes wide, stretch your eyes wide, squeeze them shut, shut them tightly, open them wide, shut them tightly. Number 7 is the muscles of the cheeks. As you make a hard smile, pull up those muscles. It's like a curtain of muscle that you pull up and then relax it. Smile and relax it, and smile and relax it. Number 8 and 9, the lower lip and the upper lip. Move them around, rub them against each other. Pull them back to show your teeth. Blow some bubbles with your lips. Make some kissing sounds, maybe. And number 10, not really a muscle of the face, but the jaw. The jaw is a separate bone that's attached by muscles here. And just say blah, 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 so that you're giving yourself a little bit of a floppy jaw. Blah, 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 blah,
Blah, blah, blah, blah, blah, blah, blah. You can also just, everybody knows how to do this, right? Take the heels of your hands and just press into that jaw joint, which begins up at your ears, and then just drag the heels of your hands along your jawbone. And that will encourage your jaw to just release. Also probably feels good if you have jaw tension.
Right, if you do that as you sigh, to help stretch that down there. But we want to get all of the muscles of the face, all of those different muscles there. You see there are hundreds of muscles in the face, and I've just kind of grouped them together in that drawing here. I'm going to show you some pictures of faces and see if we can just kind of match what we're seeing in these pictures, okay? Like for instance, this one here, right? Can you arrange all the muscles in your face so that they match what this young lady in this picture is doing there? Go ahead. And what do you think? What's the inside of that? What's going on inside that face at that moment? Take a breath and make a sound through that face. Whatever sound comes out as you do that. Here's another one. Here's a different face, and she's using some different muscles of the face. So again, try and arrange the muscles of your face so that they match what you're seeing on the screen right now, and also allow your dramatic imagination to go inside that and feel those feelings that face is expressing, right? Here she is again with a different face, different muscles involved there. Can you engage those muscles? And let's get another one. Oh, there's a good one. All right, go ahead and put that on your face, and so on. So we're gonna look at some more. I have some more models and some more faces for a minute, but we're gonna combine this with a little singing now. I'm gonna play some music and demonstrate what I want you to sing here. It's a pattern that sounds like this: 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's have a little music rehearsal and we'll try this music together. 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, so that's how that music goes
So,
there.
did y'all get that?
Right?
Yes or no? You did?
Froze for a little bit, but we got the most of it.
All right.
Okay.
All right, well, we're going to try it again, and this time I'm going to change the pictures every time that we ding. So if you try and keep your face matched to the picture, or let what you see on the screen inspire what you're doing with your face. As I change it, I'm going to go through some different faces, and you want to try and keep the singing going, and also really every time there's a ding, we're going to go to a new face and try and get some different looks going as well, okay? So let's try a slightly higher key. It's going to sound like this. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 8, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 5, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Did we lose you, Phoebe? Did you lose your mind?
Yeah, that's all right.
That's great.
It's a little. It's meant
No,
to be
I think she was cutting up over
over.
what's her name?
Yeah.
There was just a picture and I lost it, like my
I
Yeah,
know.
right.
She's a scream, isn't she? She has great facial expressions.
Right. So Doris and I are going to introduce an exercise that we often do in the classroom, but it also works really good as a solo workout exercise too, and that's using gibberish to communicate. And Doris, can you explain what gibberish is while I change
well, first,
the...
let me ask you, who signaled to me who's done gibberish before? No gibberish on this? Okay, all right. So gibberish is really just a made-up language. You can make a language of your own just out of vowels and consonants like this. Right, so you can, it's a great thing to play around with.
Right.
I'm losing Phoebe
Yes.
all over the place. But this is good. So we're going to have a good, can you do this? Can you just kind of make up sounds? It doesn't matter what you say. And you know what? I will never know if you're wrong or right because I can't hear you. You got it?
Right. So, yeah. Go ahead. Magigas niya naman, ha? Pasama.
No, kasi ka pala kasi pinakasta pa. At saka manabasta ba diya ba? Hindi pa siya ganam! Okay, so what we're going to do is, it's Phoebe, you're on. Let me hear you.
So I have to just randomly speak.
Yeah. Like,
Kuli-kiti-pitu.
that's right. That's brilliant.
That's brilliant. That's what we're talking about. Okay, Daniel, hit it.
Oh, he's hydrating. Yeah, all right.
Andrew, go. Tada!
Pape, sobrevivo, ¿verdad?
Gaby, is that you down there? Can I see you? Yeah, go for it.
I can't. I can't.
Yeah, you started to do it. Go, just give me a little more. Having a Scooby-Doo. How about you, Sean? Hit me.
Oh.
Jabba bee bop booch bots bee bop 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 booty bee bop bop bee bop bee kutuga kutu hound spongy bee bop ba.
All right. Brilliant. Brilliant.
So
Now,
the trick is, when you're doing this, is not to be thinking about it, because there's nothing you can do that's wrong. You can't make a mistake. All you can do is just, let it all fly out. Okay?
so to give us a little bit of an idea of what to do that's not entirely random, I'm going to put some verbs on the screen, some action verbs. So like imagine that you're in a foreign film and you're playing a scene in which you're encouraging your partner, right? You want to give them encouragement and support, and so you say, "Oh, sama, waskana ma, wasama ma, skipi ba, sinamasama." Yeah. And really allow yourself to talk with your hands and your facial expression as well as your voice. Go ahead and play that action to encourage in gibberish for a minute. Go ahead. Yes. Maybe how do you use your hands? How do you use your banga? Yamanigamasa. And here's another action verb, to instruct. You're going to teach somebody a lesson in gibberish. Musa. Great. I'm great. Seeing great stuff. Go ahead. Teach that lesson. Make it plain to your partner. All right. Here's another one. To entice your partner. How can you use gibberish language and entice your partner? And what does your body language do and your face when you're doing that? Really play that right to that green dot camera on your above your screen. Yes, and here's one more, kind of simple. Casting a spell to enchant your partner. And let's try one more here. To soothe your partner. Great. Let me just pause right there. You see, and I can see from all the little thumbnails on my screen that you're really getting much more active and much more expressive. So we're waking up all of the different ways that you express yourself and getting ready to use them. But now, can we put that together with a little bit of music so that if the music sounds like this, but you're still playing this action to what that be like? Using your body language and your expressiveness to play that action. About this action. Try that again. Intensify that a little bit. There's a different one. Pleading with something. Let that intensify a little more. All right.
Nicely done.
Great. Great. So let's get in the hang of that. Let's just try it once more, and we'll go a little bit higher this time. The music will go a little bit higher as we do this, but we're going to keep moving through these action verbs. Here we go. All right, I'm going to
to stop. I want to get something clear. Are we doing gibberish to this, or are we just singing a vowel sound?
We could do the gibberish to this
I'm
one. But
just asking because I think everybody's doing something a little different. So let's just get clear on that.
Well, that's not fine. Let's try that gibberish this time. Would you?
So on the vocalese, let's do some gibberish. Some of you may have been doing that already, so I'm just clarifying that for y'all. Okay?
All right. So let's give it a try. Here it is. Another action word. Convince us, persuade us that you're singing here. Or did something from the get up my skin. Do that a little bit more, a little higher. All right, good. All right, so these tracks that are here, these are little vocalese practice tracks that I've made that can be used with different kinds of practice cards and different kinds of emotions and different verbs and so on. And when you're practicing alone and you need some musical accompaniment, these are here and these are online so that you can access them as well. One of the things that I thought was really revealed in the video that we were talking about, the video on Sunday night, is the way that the eyes, the movement of the eyes is so expressive on camera. Now, I think I'm sort of well lit here, and Darcy is too. So, Darcy, how about if you look at the camera for a moment?
All right.
And we just
Can you see my face?
Do you want me to tilt this up so you don't have to
No,
squat?
I don't mind. I'm a good squatter.
All right. So when I say one, Darcy, I'd like you to move your gaze to a different spot. And then on two, let your head follow. So it'll be like this. And 1, 2. And 1, 2. And the eyes move and the head follows. And 1, 2. And 1, 2. And 1, 2. So you see what she's doing, everyone? I'd like you to try this out as well. I want you to try and move your eyes separate from your head and then allow your head to follow. 1, 2, 1, 2. And I'll count us through that there, all right? Ready? And 1, 2. 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 Good. Relax for a moment. And this time, Doris, would you go? I'd like you to look in the camera again to demonstrate, but I'd like you to look away and then look back so that you look at the green dot and then in a moment look away and then look back. Ready?
Okay.
And go. Look away and then back. Right? Movement of the eyes and go. Right? Like you think of something and then you come back to us to say it. And go. Right. And once more, away and back. Yes. Great. Great. So if I went back to my music track now, and we try to incorporate that. So each time you hear that ding of the triangle in the music track, you can either do that 1, 2 focus shift, or you can do the away and back, the away and back thing. All right. So I'm just finding some good music that will work for us here. Yeah, I'm looking for my descending thirds, like this. Okay. So what you're going to sing is "Nay me mamo moo," and then 1, 2.
Nay me mamo moo.
And the ah.
Nay me mamo moo.
And the eyes.
May me mamo moo.
Great. One more.
May me mamo moo.
Once more. Right. So it's quite often the case that the eyes move at the very beginning of a phrase, or actually right before the beginning of the phrase, because that's the new thought, right? I'm singing something. I remember sky. It was blue as ink. Or at least I think I remember sky, right? So that the eyes then kind of help to show the listener where the thoughts begin and end, right? That was a song that's actually, that's in the concert there, and we could just do that for a moment together, right? So I remember sky, focus changes. It was blue as ink, right? As if you're kind of seeing the sky in your memory, and then you're coming back to your partner, your imaginary listener, and you're saying, or at least I think I remember sky. And so let's just try this focus shift with one other musical example, and this is one of my favorites. This is the ABC song. It's the song that you sang when you were 3 years old and you just learned Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. It sounds like this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, 1, 2. S, T, eyes move, that's a new thought. 1 and 0. All right. Once more, and eyes. And then a new thought. This is different. Now I know my ABC. Next time, won't you sing?
So I don't know if you've gotten this yet. If you've wait a minute. If you've understood this yet, or experienced this just from doing this, but what happens is that is very natural behavior. In fact, I just did it without even thinking about it. Every time I have a new thought to express, I shift my focus. If I'm talking to you, I might come right back and talk to you. But if I'm thinking about something I want to express, I might look away and come back. Or I might look away and then keep my focus there, but come back on the next phrase. It's very natural human behavior. Lots of times what happens is when we're singing a song, we get stuck in one place. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, right? And then we start really, suddenly what becomes important is not the message of the song, but that singing that high note. So if you really work to change your focus phrase by phrase, suddenly the song makes sense. Am I being clear?
Right.
Yeah.
And if I could just add on there, because one of the things when you're doing this with the camera, like in a Zoom lesson, you really think, oh, that green dot, I have to keep my focus there no matter what. But in fact, it's really natural. It gives a greater sense of naturalness and authentic thinking if you let your gaze go away and then let your gaze come back to the camera, or let shift your gaze away from them and then come back again. So not letting yourself get stuck without moving your eyes for a long period of time is something that really makes you seem kind of like a zombie when you sing. And the same is true when you're doing it on the stage or when you're doing it in the classroom as well. We just kind of stare at that one spot, and it's really useful in the practice room to exercise that movement, that movement of the eyes right before the beginning of each musical phrase, and to get in that habit. Again, if you use these recorded tracks, let that ding interrupt you and think, oh yeah, what? Oh, and move your eyes when the ding occurs.
Who's that?
We got a pooch in the background now. Yeah.
Yes, that's Lily. She's hi Lily.
Oh, Lily, you're cute.
So listen, we're at our half-hour mark here. It's 2:30 now, and I would love to know if you have any questions or responses to what we were doing here today. Did anything that felt confusing or just happened so fast you didn't quite know how to take it in or respond to it? No. Well, here's my suggestion then, is to try these things between now and next Wednesday, or between now and the next chance that you get a chance to sing for somebody or perform for somebody. Just try these. These are meant to be like exercises, in the same way that you might do sit-ups or crunches or push-ups to build up certain kinds of muscles, or just the same way that you go to the ballet class and you do plie and releve and tendu, and we've just practiced those things to build skill. These are things that if you do them every day, they become increasingly second nature to you, and that's when they really become powerful.
Okay. Hi. This was great.
All right, yeah. Thank you all for coming back here. It was great to see you again, and thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome, John.
Yeah,
Welcome.
Yeah, those
Thank
who
you.
reached out and wrote to us over the week, we really enjoyed hearing from you.
That was lovely to hear from you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
Thank you.
All right
Thank
then.
you so
Peace
much.
out.
All right then. Peace out, guys. We'll see
Bye.
you.
Peace.